Please give a warm welcome for Mr. Carmen Vallone.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Wow. Keep it going for all the comedians you guys saw tonight, huh? Doing a good job? Also, it's Scott's birthday. Clap it up for his birthday. I don't know if you knew that. He's almost 50. Wow, all right. So, how many people are drinking tonight? Round of applause if you're drinking. Drinkers make some noise. Yeah, drinkers make some noise. Tequila drinkers make some noise. 3 people, okay, very good. The rest of the room is smart. You guys are like, no reason to do that to your bodies again. You gotta be careful with tequila, man. Tequila's dangerous. Tequila's so dangerous, it has a saying. Bet you everybody in this room knows that saying, right? How's it go? It goes 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, floor. That's right, that's if you're lucky. That's for normal people. Every time I drank tequila, it was always a little different. It was more like 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, 7 tequila, a fat chick, a car crash, a cold shower, sour stomach, the runs. I wish I could fall on the floor. That'd be great. Did you ever drink so much tequila you end up speaking Spanish? Sí, señor, is the answer that you're looking for. I don't even know Spanish. I took my 5th shot one night. I was like, yeah! ¡Ay, Dios mío! Tequila es muy loco, no más, no más. 5 shots of tequila, I learned the entire Spanish language. 6 shots of tequila, I forgot both languages. You ever drink Jager? That's the right response. Oh man, you time travel on Jager, don't you? You drink Jager, you wake up 3 days later. You don't know what the heck's going on. You're like, what day is this? Are these clothes still in style? The planet's ran by apes! Said Carmen, it's a movie. It's not the news. Calm it down. Did you ever mention Jager to the wrong person? It's like Vietnam flashbacks, isn't it? We were all so young. We had no business being there. We didn't even know what we were doing there. My friends say I should drink wine. They say you should try wine because women like wine. You go out to the bars, you talk to girls about wine. I said, that makes sense. Women do like wine. Right? I went on wine tasting. I bought some books about wine. I read up about wine. I learned that white wine goes best with what, everybody? Fish and chicken, yep. I learned that red wine goes best with steak, beef, pork. I learned that Zinfandel goes best in the garbage. Stuff sucks. Don't drink it. Don't drink it. And I gotta be careful, because a lot of times after these shows, people from the audience, they want to hang out with the comedians and go out and drink and dance. If I go drinking and dancing, I look like Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah! I can barely hold my alcohol is what I'm trying to say here. And it's cool. It's sort of like we're all at a party, right? It's kind of like a party, but sometimes it's not the party you want to be at. It's the after party, right? That's where all the cool stuff happens. Sometimes it's not the after party. It's the after party, right? The later in the night, the better the party gets. I was like, I got this, right? I went out one Friday night. I was looking for the after party. And I ended up back at work on Monday. I'm like, yeah, this party sucks. I should have just stayed put. I'm originally from New York. Any New Yorkers here? Give a round of applause, yeah? Originally from New York, live in Florida. This is the first Christmas I'm not going to go home for the holiday, right? I know. And my mom, she's the same way. She doesn't understand it, right? I'll talk to her on the phone. She's like, I don't know how you could stand being in Florida for Christmas. It's not Christmas without the snow. It's just not Christmas without snow. I said, I'm pretty sure Jesus was born in the desert. maybe I'm the one that's reading it wrong. Take a look here. Yeah, the wise men rode in on camels. It says nothing about snowmobiles, Mom. And they got in the Polaris and they rode after gassing up with 87 octane. Like, that's not in the Bible. I do like to talk to my mom on the phone in the snow and cold when it's really wintry up there, because she's really dramatic, right? I'll talk to her on the phone. She's like, Carmen, things are really bad. The pipes froze. Part of the roof caved in from the snow. And your stepfather threw his back out because he slipped on the ice. I've been living in Florida for over 10 years. Like, tell me about it, Ma. These flip-flops are giving me a blister all day. We actually caught part of that storm. I stepped in a puddle. Oh! I had to dry off in the sun for 15 minutes. And it was cold in Florida today. It was only like 72. Maybe 73. I don't know. It was so cold I had to put my hands in my pockets, Mom. Freezing. Oh, you're going to have to let me go. I just got pooped on by a parrot. Love it. Let me ask you this. How come everybody that's from the Bronx, see? Everybody that's from the Bronx, they always have to tell you that they're from the Bronx. They're a very proud people. Very proud. Survival. Yeah. It's like, hey man, how are you? My name's Tony, I'm from the Bronx. It's like, jeez. I didn't ask you either of those questions. My next door neighbor, he's like that. He's one of those dude bro type guys. You know, yeah, bro, dude, brah, bro, brah, bro. Do you even vape, bro? He's one of those guys. But he's a nice guy. He actually owns those P90X DVDs. I just so happen to have a chin-up bar. I got some dumbbells. I said, dude, why don't we pool our resources? We'll become workout buddies. We can motivate each other, get in shape, right? He goes, excellent idea, brah, dude, bro. But the problem is neither one of us knows anything about fitness or like what our body fat percentage needs to be down to. I said, dude, hop on Google, find a fitness calculator and figure it out. I hear him in the corner on the laptop. He's like, 34-year-old male, 5'11", from the Bronx. What? Nothing to do with anything. And every time I tell people that I'm originally from New York, people that have never been there before, they always react the same way. They're like, oh, you're from New York? I heard it's scary there. I heard there's like drugs and gangs and all the corners. Is that what New York is like, drugs and gangs? And I'm from Rochester. Yeah. I'm like, drugs and gangs? Yeah. I was in a gang. You should probably be scared of, bah! You know. It's about as tough as I get. My name's Carmen, for crying out loud. I have a Spanish woman's name. I look like Quagmire from Family Guy. Giggity, 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 giggity. It's brutal. I have a Spanish woman's name. I live in Florida. Half the population is Spanish. I catch the same confusion every single day. Every day I get people going, Carmen? Carmen. And then they try to correct me like I'm the one mispronouncing my own name. Carmine? Carmelo? Herman? No, it's Carmen. Carmen. Este de gay? De gay? Like, no, I'm not gay. I I sat down to pee one time. One time. It was in the middle of the night. I was tired. I didn't want to turn the light on. Make a mess. In an Italian, Carmen is a man's name. I'm full-blooded Italian. My dad's getting older. My dad's got one of those big, huge Italian noses, right? He looks like he's got a light bulb attached to his head. Like, basically, this thing is on the end of his face like this. Clean your room. And when I was a kid, I was like, oh, Lord, please, no. I hope you want these big noses. Please, Lord, no. No. But now I'm getting older, and I hope I do get one of those noses, because I realize my dad will never get a DUI. Right, we got pulled over by the cops. Cops like, get out of the car, put your hands to your side, and touch your nose. Yeah, he's like, no problem. Like, you're free to leave, no further questions. My dad's nose is amazing, man. My dad's nose knows things that no nose knows. He could literally smell into the future. I was at his house one Father's Day. We're sitting there chatting. You know, he's like, you're burning the turkey. I'm like, what? Thanksgiving rolled around, I burned the turkey. I'm like, wow. You're like a bloodhound. Jeez. Incredible. One time we were standing outside and he sneezed, and 3 little pigs came running out from some rubble. I go, you got a problem, Dad. Go get that fixed, please. I didn't get the big nose, I got the big chin. I got the big Jay Leno looking chin. I hate it. Right? Because if a woman invites me up to her bedroom, I get excited. Right? I'm like, awesome, this is going to be it, right? But it's like always to help them fold their sheets. Like you're using me for my body. I'm real good at doing chin-ups too. It's real easy. It's all it takes. It's easy. Yeah, I got the Italian thing going on. I love Italian people, man. But the one thing that Italians don't get right is when they give each other nicknames. Like a nickname is supposed to make your name shorter, faster, right? Christopher becomes Chris. That's how a nickname works. But Italians, they'll throw on all that extra nonsense like Joey Bag of Donuts. My dad's friend, he owns a car lot. They call him Johnny the Car Lot Tostani. That takes twice as long to say. Just call him John. Then he's got another friend who owns a restaurant. They're like, hey, it's Joey 2-for-1 drink specials every Friday night between 9 and 5 only at the Ale House. Now accepting competitors' coupons. How the hell you doing? It takes too long. I'll tell you what, though, anybody that is from up north, it doesn't even have to be New York, but anybody from up north, you guys know what it's like to drive in the snow, right? Yeah, a lot of people here. You could be driving in the snow going 20 miles per hour. You lose control of the car, it takes you 15 minutes to crash the car. And then you start to talk to yourself, don't you? Oh no, I'm losing control of the car! Ah! Oh! Ah! Enough time to change the radio station. I'm like, I don't want to die listening to Lady Gaga. That's not how I'm going out. You do, you start to talk to yourself, like, what the heck am I going to do with all this extra time on my hands? I'm like, might as well call Geico, get the paperwork rolling along. Geico, you got to help me, I just got into a car crash. Where is it, sir? I'm passing 3rd right now. And 4th. Well, yes, I can hold. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll meet you in Buffalo. Okay. And that was in my mom's car. If I go home, I borrow my mom's car. She used to have a nice little PT Cruiser. I don't know if anybody caught, yeah, you too. There's 2 of them that they sold. All right. If you saw my car out there, I got the only 1998 Buick Park Avenue still in existence, since these shows have been going so well for me over the past few years. 98 Buick Park Avenue. It's got like 3 spare tires. There's no interior left. It's 2-tone white somehow. I drove past a hitchhiker and he puts his thumb down. He's like, I'm all set. I'm all set. Here's $1, God bless. And then he clenched his belongings. And I'm just happy I found the place. My first time coming here, I had no idea where I'm going. I'm driving up and down International Drive looking for the Improv, but it says Fat Fish Blues out there, so I got confused. I had to actually stop and ask this guy for directions. But the thing was, it wasn't a guy, it was a girl. It was a guy dressed like a girl, you know, like, excuse me, miss, stir? Can you please point out the Improv? He said something I thought I'd never hear a gay guy say. He points, he goes, stay straight. I said, I'm planning on it. I use directions to the Improv. It's fun traveling, though, for stand-up. You get to tour all around America. I actually got to spend the entire month of July in Las Vegas, Nevada. I don't know if you, yeah, it sounds great on paper. Until you go to Vegas in July. It's 1,000 degrees. And you can't even complain about it. Because then the locals jump down your throat, right? You're like, oh, it's so hot. No, it's not. It's dry heat. It's dry. It's like, no kidding. Is it really? My bottle of water evaporated and I haven't unscrewed the cap yet. Thank you for that tidbit of information. And I don't know if you guys have been gambling lately. Remember back in the day, you'd play the slot machines? Remember how easy slot machines used to be? Right? You put a quarter in, you pull the handle, what do you hope for? Right? You wanted like 777 or cherry, 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 maybe bar, bar, bar. It was simple, it was easy. I don't know if you guys played the slot machines recently, but now you got to get like 5 items across, none of the pictures make sense. It's like a banana, a set of keys, a jar of mayonnaise, Jimmy Hoffa, and the King of Hearts. And somehow you win. Bing, 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 bing. You're like, what'd you do? I don't know what I touched here. I have no idea. The slot machines used to be a quarter. Now all the slot machines are penny slot machines. What kind of gambling addiction do we all have? We're gambling away 1 penny at a time. Somebody's got 1 penny, they feel really good about themselves, like, I'm going to Vegas, woohoo! And I don't know if anybody in the room has ever hit big at a penny slot, but it's one of the best feelings in the world, right? Bells and whistles start to ding, the lights flash. I thought the news was going to come interview me, right? It was like bing, 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 bing. Damn, dude, how much money did you win? $1.18. I thought you started out with $2. Yeah, I'm down, I'm losing. This game sucks. Here's a little tip for anybody that might not have ever been to Vegas before. If you're going to go out to eat, you better make a reservation because everything's really fancy. I was out there by myself. I was doing my stand-up show, so I put the reservation under the name Pity. I just wanted to hear the maitre d' go, pity, party of 1, pity, party of 1, pity, party of 1. Said, I'm having a pity party of 1. Right this way, sir. Sat and complained. And I was in my friend's wedding out there, too, which I am done being in people's weddings, right? The first wedding I'd ever been a part of, I was like, awesome, man, right? Like, let's go all out. Like, let's get fancy tuxes, stretch limousines. Let's have the bachelor party in the Cayman Islands, right? Let's go all out. But like my 5th friend to get married, I was like, wait a minute. I said, you want to start a family with her, and she wants to start a family with you, and that's going to cost each of us $1,000? Can't you guys do that for free? Like, here's the thing, if you're in somebody's wedding, you might have to walk down the aisle with somebody you've never met. All of us guys knew each other because we grew up together. All the ladies knew each other because they grew up together. But we didn't know each other collectively as a group. And every single girl in this bridal party was drop-dead gorgeous. except for the girl that I had to walk down the aisle. We're all sitting there the day before, we're at the rehearsal dinner. I'm shaking each girl's hand. They're telling me their name, a little bit about themselves. I go to shake the first girl's hand. She's like, "Hi, I'm Crystal." And I held briefcase number 9 on Deal or No Deal. Like, wow. Right, I go to shake the next girl's hand. She's like, "Hi, I'm Ashley. And I'm Miss Connecticut runner-up 2006 and 2007. And I'm just trying to beat my sex addiction." And then it got to the girl that I had to walk down the aisle with, and she's like, "Hi, I'm Carl." And I ring the bell every hour at Notre Dame. Let's go, it's a beautiful wedding. I'm gonna get married one day. You got a cigarette? You know? I glance over at my friend. He's walking down the aisle with some girl that could have been in Playboy. I get the girl that collects the tolls at the bridge and hates billy goats, you know? I was trying to make her disappear by calling her name out 3 times, you know? Like, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Get out of here. Can't take it, man. Everybody's getting married, having kids, buying houses. I'm trying to stay young, right? Like, I had a roommate for the longest time. The problem with the roommate, I didn't know this when we moved in. He had a 19-year-old cat. Yeah, living. I don't know if anybody in the room has ever seen a living 19-year-old cat before, but it looks the same as a dead 19-year-old cat, that's for sure. I felt bad for this cute little cat, right? I'm an animal lover. I don't want to see an animal in pain. But it's blind, its fur was falling out, you can see its rib cage. I told my roommate, I said, "Hey, John, maybe you should put the cat down because the cat's in pain." But he's owned it the whole 19 years. He loves it. He's in denial. He doesn't want to let it go. He's like, "No, man, the cat's not in pain. It's not in pain." As he said, "The cat's not in pain," the cat walked over to both of us like this. I'm like, "No kidding. You had a talking magical cat. No wonder why you don't want to let it go, right?" I said, "Just ask him, when would you like to be put down?" "Meow, right, meow, would be great. I already filled out my last will and testament." I used to drink Red Bulls before the shows, and the caffeine from the Red Bull would mix with the adrenaline doing stand-up, and then I go home, I got this cat crying all night. I'd never be able to fall asleep at night, and my friends would try to give me sleeping advice. My friend said, "You should listen to the nature sounds on Pandora. It's soothing. It'll put you right to sleep." I don't know if you ever tried to fall asleep to the nature sounds on Pandora, but it's damn near impossible. This is what it sounds like, in case you don't know. It sounds like this. Come in and choose for Tuesday margaritas. $3.99 appetizers, all you can eat every week at Chili's. What the heck was that? That's why my favorite radio to listen to is like classic rock FM radio, right? I love the music. That's like half the reason I listen to it. I just like hearing the radio DJs try to rhyme everything that they're saying. Did you ever hear those guys who are like, "You're listening to the Power Hour, right here, the Drive at 5. Coming up, we're giving away 2-for-1 Monster Jam tickets if you know the phrase that pays." You've all heard it, right? They really talk like that. Like sometimes the comedians will go on the radio to promote a show. Afterwards, we go out to lunch, we go through the drive-thru. He's like, "I'm gonna have a #1 just for fun. Make an extra large fry for this guy. And to drink, sir, a serum miss is on my list and I'm gonna roll the dice and say no ice." Like, dude, you could punch out, you could let it go. DJs will either rhyme everything that they're saying or you can't understand a single word that they're saying, right? And that's usually the strip club DJs, from what I've heard. I don't know. Somebody else told me about it. Did you ever hear those guys who are like, dollar bills keep awake destiny? What? I owe Destiny $1. Here you go. Love it, man. I do like being in Florida because we have one of my favorite fast food places down here, which is Chick-Fil-A. I love Chick-Fil-A, right? It's delicious. Every time you go there, the food is good, the place is clean, the employees are competent, which is a big thing for me. You go to Chick-fil-A with a lunch order for you and everybody you know, and they get that order 100% perfectly correct every time. How come McDonald's screws up every order that goes through the drive-thru? Every order is wrong. I went through a McDonald's drive-thru, the guy handed me Burger King. He's like, here you go. What? How did you get that wrong? Let me ask you this, who's on a date tonight? Round of applause if you're on a date. Right on. I always like to see who's on a date. My girlfriend's in the back, very nice girl. One of the very first dates I ever took her on, we went to Disney to go watch the fireworks go off, because it's free and they do it every day. But because it was a brand new relationship, I had to time my farts with the fireworks. Did you ever do that? And I was getting good at it too, you know? She's like, what's that smell? I said, it's sulfur from the fireworks. Come on, let's get out of here. Let's go. I'm trying to learn the right and wrong time when to mess with her. I found out it's not right when she comes home from work. She was really mad and upset at herself about something that she did at her job. She storms in. She's like, I'm just a crazy, stupid witch. I said, babe, you know, you're not stupid. Smart girl. And we're playing that game, couples, I'm sure you know that game. It's called Celebrity Crush. What happens is when you're in a relationship, you pick a celebrity that you have a crush on, and if for some reason you get to meet that celebrity, hang out with them, hook up, it's sort of like you get out of jail free card for cheating, right? She says that to me. She goes, if I ever get the chance to hook up with Ryan Reynolds, I'm gonna do it, and there's nothing you could do about it because that's who I pick for my celebrity crush. Yeah, I said, fair enough. Because my celebrity crush is this chick named Amber. And she lives right around the corner from here. And if you hook up with Ryan Reynolds, we'll be even. You know, that'd be great. Guys, that's it for me. My name's Carmen. Thank you so much.